Hi guys, this is your captain in the admission process speaking. Welcome aboard. Relax to the deepest. Lay down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax and watch our live stream. We're presently flying at the Faculty of Arts on our flight from Building B to the library, where we are going to meet our students' ambassador, Brian. By the way, my name is Irena, and this is not even a captain's hat. So let's hit the library. Okay, let's take a look at the Building B with beautiful, beautiful statues over here. And now we're heading to the library. I'm gonna ask Brian a couple of questions about the admission process. So if you have any other questions, please leave the questions in the comment section below, or just let me know. You can write me an email and we can discuss your admission closer. Okay, guys, this is our courtyard and the library is right there, so let's go there. It's a beautiful sunny day in Central Europe. It's December, so what do you expect, right? We were just waiting for some snow, and yeah, this is it. So almost there. So let's meet Brian.
Hi guys, my name is Irena and I work in the International Office of the Faculty of Arts, and this is Brian, our ambassador and our bachelor student in the English program.
Thank you so much for having me here, Irena. It's truly a pleasure, and to speak on my limited experience of Masaryk so far and in the coming years. I hope you'll find this video informative and helpful.
Thank you for coming, Brian. Did you know that our faculty is one of the establishing faculties of the whole university? And it is also the largest faculty of the whole university. We have over 30 departments and more than 6,000 students. We offer programs on the bachelor's level, on master's level, and also PhD programs. And I'm going to tell you more about our study programs in English. Mainly because we have most of our programs is taught in Czech, but we offer also programs in English.
For enlightening me, and again, thank you so much for having me here in this lovely library. State of the art, I have to say. And you have books here that are in the English language as well as the Czech language, you just told me. So that's speaking to the broader aspect of the university and the faculty, of the internationalism of it.
Absolutely. So on the bachelor's level, we offer English language and literature, and from fall 2022, we're going to open a new program, Culture, Media, and Performative Arts. Our bachelor's programs are set for 3 years, which is like 6 semesters. And on the master's level, we offer at this moment English language and literature, North American culture studies, and visual culture and art history. And we also offer 8 other PhD programs. And how to apply? You will have to fill in an online application and submit certain documents. Each program has different requirements, so you will have to check the requirements on our website. But basically, you will need to submit letters of recommendation, a proof of English, a transcript of your records from your previous studies, and also your statement of purpose, where you will express your motivation to study over here.
Speaking of the application process, what are the deadlines for the 2 semesters of the bachelor's program? Or, I'm sorry, is there an application window for the bachelor's program that differs from the application window for the master's and PhD programs?
Yes, because we open the bachelor's program only once a year and the master's and PhD programs twice a year. So the general deadline for bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs is April 30th. The application filing period starts on January 1st and continues until April 30th. So basically, in 2-3 weeks, you can start with your applications. And for the master's and PhD programs, which we actually open twice a year, the another deadline for the spring semester is October 31st. The application fee is 100 Czech crowns. And once you're accepted, you will have to go through the process of recognition of your previous education. So basically, to get enrolled doesn't mean that you're accepted. You also need to provide us with a certificate showing that your previous education is recognized in the Czech Republic. You have 2 ways how to do this. It's so-called nostrification, which is more complex and more complicated, but it's valid basically forever, or it's verification, which can be done over here at our faculty. For the verification, you will need only your diploma, your transcript of records, and on the bachelor's level also a confirmation of accreditation of your high school.
I heard the application fee as how much is the application fee?
1,000 Czech crowns.
1,000 Czech crowns. So in US dollars for me, I would think about $50. And so that's relatively cheap. And that's just the fee for the application. And we haven't talked about the affordability of the tuition yet, which for me coming from the United States is very affordable. It's the equivalent of 3,000 US dollars. Compare that to an average American university, and that's, roughly 1/10 of the cost per year. So an academic year here is 3,000, where maybe it could be 30,000 at the least in the States or at other private universities elsewhere.
Plus, you can get some scholarships over here. So we offer accommodation grant for all students in our degree programs. It's on the university level. And then on the faculty level, we have 2 types of merit scholarships. One is on the faculty level. So all the students from the faculty actually can apply for this. And another one is on the level of the department you choose to study in. So you will find the requirements for these scholarships on our website. And I think you might want to ask some questions that students have.
I did actually come prepared with a list of typical questions that students ask. It's things that I wondered about when I was going through the application process. First off, is there any age limit? I'm 30 years old. I'm well out of high school. You'll have some international students that are coming straight from high school. Is there an age minimum or an age maximum?
No, there's no age limit. Basically, whoever meets the admission requirements can get accepted and can study over here, no matter how old they are. So, or he or she is. So that's there's no age limit.
That's great. You can be a lifelong learner, as people are saying now, which is what I'm doing. Can I get accepted without an English certificate? So for me, English is my native language, and it wasn't necessary for me to supply a certificate proving my adequacy in the English language. But can you get accepted if English is not your native language without a certificate?
Again, this depends on the program you're applying in, but in general, no. If you want to study English language and literature and you're not a native speaker, or you didn't graduate in an English-speaking country and didn't join the education there for more than 2 years before the graduation, you always need to give us a language certificate proving your level of English. For the other programs, that might be like a different case, but for English language and literature, or for all the programs at the Department of English and American Studies, the certificate is a must.
Is it even for the Czech students that are locals here?
No, because they're applying to a different program, so the admission requirements are different.
Right, so this is for the international students,
Yes.
myself included.
Yeah.
So what if I get my diploma later than before the application deadline? So say I'm coming out of high school and I'm not going to have my diploma till June, and the application deadline, as you said, is April 30th, right? Can I give my diploma to you after the application deadline?
Yes, you can. That's perfectly okay. We understand that this happens, and it happens a lot. Basically, you will need your diploma on the day of your enrollment, also attached with the verification or nostrification. So yes, you can apply even if you actually haven't finished your previous education, and it's perfectly okay. You will get accepted, but to get enrolled, you need to give us your diploma with the correct verification.
Right. Yeah, for me, that was a very simple process of getting it certified and so on. I just had to take it out of my closet and simply bring it to an office, get it official stamp, and it was an accredited high school, so not a problem there. When do I have to pay the tuition fee? When is that due in relation to when the semester starts?
Okay, for your first semester, so once you're accepted, for your first semester, you will have to pay the tuition fee within 30 days after you get the notification on admission. So within 30 days after you receive the letter from us. And since the tuition fee is paid every semester, for your second semester, you have to pay no later than 1 week before the beginning of the next semester.
Got it. So 1 week before the beginning of the next semester.
For second and third and so on. Mm-hmm. But for the first semester, you have to pay in advance because it is all connected to your visa documents and so on. So, or in case somebody needs a visa, because we have plenty of students from countries where the visa is required. So for basically securing the visa process, it's necessary to pay the tuition fee in advance.
Right. And applying for a visa for me was actually very simple, thanks to Irina's help. She guided me through the process. She held my hand figuratively, and at no point was I ever nervous about whether or not the visa would come through, because she was so helpful in every single step that I had to go through. And that's what's great about your job, that you're here at the university to guide these international students into the program.
Thank you so much, Brian. And I have actually a few questions for you as well. So could you tell me, how do you like studying at our faculty?
I love it. It's great. You know, when I was 16, I think I was at a school fair, and I think I was, you know, the idea of, someone said Prague, and someone said you could, you know, I said, what is Prague? I had no idea where Prague was. You know, to me, Czech Republic was Czechoslovakia, and this is, you know, this is the opinion that you know, a lot of people that are, you know, less informed have. And so I went and studied abroad in Prague when I went to NYU, and I fell in love with the city, and you know, but then I realized, you know, there's so many more beautiful places in Czech Republic, and Brno was brought to my attention. I landed in Brno. I looked around. I saw that it was smaller than Prague, that you had a younger, vibrant community. And I just thought to myself, why didn't anybody tell me about this earlier? Brno's so much better than Prague. Don't tell the Bohemians about that. But and it's such an up and coming city. It's such a jewel of Europe. It's literally in the center of Europe, and it has such a rich history and so much beautiful nature. I live near Prerada and Baverska Hrad, and I have all these beautiful paths to run on as a runner, and I love the natural aspect of this city because within a few kilometers, you're in nature. You're in Haledna, which is a sanctuary, a protected forest. And so you have this beautiful city that is, and everybody speaks English here. So it's not a foreign land that you have to worry about, learning the language. You're gonna, as somebody who can use English to communicate, you're gonna find it's not at all difficult to get around. And so,
yeah, thank you for mentioning it. But we also offer like 2 semesters for free of Czech. So in case you want to order your beer in a pub or something like that, you will get the chance to actually learn Czech, just the basics of Czech as well. So, but you speak great Czech, so that.
Thank you. Yeah, moc děkuji. Ale to je těžký jazyk. It's a very complicated language, and it's a case-based language. But I think that's part of the reason why the linguistics movement with the Prague School of Linguistics, had such a attraction here. And learning about it now as a freshman in Intro to Linguistics, I'm learning why the Czech Republic is a perfect place to study linguistics because of the complicated nature of the language and because of the history of studying linguistics here as an academic discipline. You have Slavic speakers, you have Germanic speakers that all contributed intellectually to this movement, which is the study of language. And it's so fascinating for me. It's something that I always wanted to study after coming out of film school, because film school was a great experience, but it left me with something that I still wanted, which was more of an academic experience. And I'm certainly getting it here so far at Mooney.
Thank you for sharing this. I think that this might be very helpful for whoever is interested in the English language program. So thank you for sharing this information. Why did you choose Masaryk University?
Well, again, I knew about Brno, and I knew that I liked it because I like places that are a little bit off the map. If I was studying in Paris or Rome, nobody would ask me why. Oh, why'd you go to study? Every time people ask me, why Brno? Why are you going? And I just try to play with them every time because I can't really say other than it's different. It's so different here. The culture is completely different, and it's beautiful and unique, and it's the best kept secret of Europe by far. It really is. And when you arrive here and you get settled in the community, you realize more and more how special it is and how it should stay that way. So it was a no-brainer when I heard that Masaryk University was the central university of Brno. This city, I've heard, becomes like a ghost town when it's the winter, Christmas break, and when it's the summer, because all the students will go home. I mean, this is in many ways a university town, and the faculties are everywhere. If you look on a map of Brno, and most of it's going to be Masaryk University buildings.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, I agree. So what do you think about the admission process? Was it easy for you to get accepted, or was it hard, or what do you think about it?
Well, compared to the application process for an American university, which I went through coming out of high school, it's very different. So when I applied to NYU, I had to show all my extracurricular activities. I had to have high marks, high grades, a high test score, which was SAT, and the ACT, which was another test. And then on top of that, you know, you were going to have to pay $200,000, and you were going to go into debt, you know, as, you know, someone in the middle class who, you know, it's just, you can't afford that out of pocket. So you take out debt. But getting back to the admission process, it was not about, you know, if I was a perfect role model student that, you know, crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's in high school. It was more about showing the sincerity of your intent to study at the university. If you were committed to come to this university and try really hard, they would accept you. And that's what happened a few months ago. I wrote a letter. I wrote a little one-page essay, really talking about how I wanted to enrich my mind and nourish my soul, and, you know, just have like a great educational experience and absorb all of it. And this was what was central, I think, to being accepted, to just show that you really wanted to be here, and you weren't coming for some ulterior motive or anything like that. You know, Masaryk University clearly wants to welcome international students, and they just want to make sure that you really are coming here for the right reasons to study. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brian. I would like to thank you that you accepted coming here. That's actually really great. Thank you for sharing your experience. Guys, if you have any questions, please ask us in the comment section, and we will answer your questions. If you do not have any questions now, write me an email to admission@phil.muni.cz, and I swear I will actually answer all your questions you might have. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you here in Brno.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Irina. Hope you guys found this informational.
Yeah. Okay, bye.